Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again this week. If this is your first week watching one of these videos, let me get you up to speed really quickly. The point of this series, Caleb Clark is Here, is to bring a little bit of entertainment each week, but more importantly, to introduce you to an arts company that's doing fantastic work and that could use your help during the pandemic and eventually in its aftermath. I've been really looking forward to this week. This is the week where I get to tell you about Desert Island Supply Company. If you don't already know, Desert Island Supply Company, or DISCO, is a creative writing center for young people. They host writers' workshops in their headquarters in Woodlawn, and they also host in-school writing programs that run the length of the semester or even the school year. They've just cranked out their pandemic school year program, DISCO Digital. And even before that, they dove into the pandemic learning crisis with this incredible publication, Stranded, writing lessons for castaways of all ages. This is basically a poetry workshop in this one beautifully illustrated edition. If you are homeschooling for the first time, or if you have been homeschooling for a while, or if you're just a 30-year-old man who wants to learn more about creative writing from people who really know what they're talking about, this is an incredible resource, and you'll learn more about how you can get your own copy soon. The really incredible thing that I've just had the privilege to discover is that once a year, DISCO publishes the works of their students, particularly their largest in-school writing program, which they call the Woodlawn Writers Corps. The Woodlawn Writers Corps publishes a collection of poetry every year. They are beautiful editions. This is the 2019 publication, OK Shadows. This is the 2018 publication, Pale Summer. And this is the brand new 2020, Forgetting How to Spell Remember. This and all of these publications have some gorgeous poetry written by young people with just shimmering, new, unique voices. So I really wanted to share some of that poetry with you. And it took me a very long time because every page that falls open in one of these publications is just full of new, beautiful poetry. But there are two poems in particular which really spoke to me. They're both written by the same student, so I'm going to share them with you now. These poems are by Zadrin H. The first poem is called Bittersweet Strawberries and Tattered Rugs. I'm from bittersweet strawberries and tattered rugs. I am from nights with no stars and solid wind. I am from late night pondering with tears and anger and smiles with chapped lips whose cracks map out my future. I am from where I've been for a while. Now I am from now. I am from body taken, body stolen, body yet found. I am from hold my soul hostage in this pain, Lord. I am from strictly 91% alcohol and cocoa butter. I am from the darkest corner in my closet. I am from a hand-me-down mattress that holds my past and blurs my future so that no matter how far I move forwards, I always come back. And the second poem, also by Zadrin H., is Identity, an inheritance felt between the parking lot and my front door. I carry my wallet, which carries me and my name. Each jingle my keys make as I reach home amplifies my exhaustion, and the rhythm of each footstep my grandfather made for me. My resilience standing silently in the corner of my eyes and my smile and my room and my name. My name carries. If you knew my story, you'd have a hard time believing me. You'd think I was lying. Joy and sorrow never last. I'll die trying not to live in the past. If you knew my story, my heaven and my hell. If you knew my story, you'd have a good story to tell. I left my clothes on that cold river rock, my cares and my woes wound up in my socks. I lay down in that mountain stream, and the icy water rushed over me. If you knew my story, my heaven and my hell. If you knew my story, you'd have a good story to tell me. I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. Many backs have broken from lesser weight, I know. I was born to carry more than I could hold. Though you've seen me stumble, you've seen me fall, you'll never see me crumble, you'll never see me crawl. If you knew my story, drew the water from my well. If you knew my story, you'd have a good story to tell me. I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. Even though I stumble, even though I fall, you'll never see me crumble, you'll never see me crawl. If you knew my story. Disco's mission statement reads, "The mission of the Desert Island Supply Company is to work alongside students as they develop the creative tools they need to explore and document their worlds." Now more than ever, we understand how crucial that is. Now more than ever, we understand what it's like to be stranded on a desert island and need the tools to have our voices heard. All of us, right? So the way you help make that happen for so many young people is you go to www.discobeham.com/donate. Once you're there, you will find ways that you can donate online, you can mail a check, or, and this is the really cool thing, you become a Patreon member. For as little as $1 a month, you can become a Patreon member and support Disco, and in return receive incredible thank you gifts in the form of course, updates about things that are happening with Desert Island Supply Company, but also you receive student work, access to these poems that are being written in the programs, and information about how you get some of these incredible publications as well. So, from my desert island to yours, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for listening. And I want to thank you for considering ways that you can help keep art alive, not only for our generation, but for tons of generations to come by your support of Desert Island Supply Company. Thanks, and I will see you next week.